All this is pure caffeine.
Could you imagine? So you could buy that? Holy shit! Wait, I can't say this.
Hold on. No.
You can't say this on the internet.
Of course you can.
Yeah,
Dude, you could kill somebody with that.
Yes, you can.
Dude, you could just put a scoop in somebody's drink and they'll drink the whole thing and die.
Yeah.
Jesus, Chad.
That's his first.
Chad's
And then his
not in the-
autopsy's
Chad's
going to be
not
like,
in the
he
new-
had 200 cups of coffee.
Chad's not in the new challenge.
So by the way, this is Evan hates the fact that I found this photo. His mom posted it one day on social media, and he hates the fact that it exists.
That's why I took supreme control over all the family photos. I keep them all in a box.
Dude, he's in some pain right now, dude. I feel for him. That's why he's not in Evan.
Why?
His tooth is fucking killing him.
Why?
He either cracked or he busted a wisdom tooth that has been popping up, and he hadn't gotten it taken care of. And over time, with a cracked tooth, especially a wisdom tooth, the nerve will become more and more exposed and more sensitive, or it'll get infected. And so he was like, we were on Discord or something, and he like bit into something, or he like drank something, and he just like, you could tell he was just in agony.
Yeah.
And he was just like asking, he's like, dude, what? I was like, dude, you have to go to the dentist. You have to go. He's like, yeah, I guess I have to. I'm like, absolutely. Like in 10 minutes, the dentist will see it and give you something, and that nerve will be numbed immediately. Your pain will go away immediately.
Well, it's supposed to take care of it. Like antibiotics or so. Like.
Well, yeah, the dentist will prescribe it, or they'll cap it, or they'll cover it up to where it before surgery. Like if he can't have surgery right then and there.
He definitely needs to get it pulled.
Well, yeah, but like if you can't have the surgery right then and there, they can at least give you stuff and at least apply something to keep it healthy and to keep it from getting infected. And at that point, it's just a matter of time. You know, that'll bide it for a month or two at max. But they want you to get that shit taken care of because it'll only get worse. It'll get harder for the dentist to pull it.
Eat my peanuts.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, you're a little hungry there. Let's start this podcast.
I know. So we do have to think of the fact that we've had this. So AJ's been MIA on the podcast for.
Yo, fuck that. Remove his name.
Okay. We could do. I mean, I don't want to do that just yet.
He told me
next season. We'll leave it to the rest of the season. Next season we'll remove his name and put Ryan's name there.
Okay. If that happens, that happens.
He said that you didn't invite him back or something.
I absolutely invited him back. He's always invited.
Truth.
But he told me directly I have it in Discord. He's like, I'm only free on Wednesdays. And I'm like, you're always welcome. Just we'll figure something out if it has to happen.
Yeah.
But
I'm not trying to.
Well, I don't give a shit about that anymore because it was such fucking horseshit when he would bitch and moan about having to do it at 4 or 5 o'clock
in the afternoon.
Bitch and fucking
it's crazy.
moan.
No, unfortunately, I don't want to
moan.
deal with him anymore. He's too
So-
much of a toxic person.
So do we strip him of the belt?
Oh, obviously. Yeah,
So-
we're going to do another tournament without him, and we're not going to bring up the fact that he was the champion. We're just going to act like it's a continuation.
We have to. So in terms of legacy of the history of the podcast, we have to at least acknowledge that he was the first champion. But at this point, if we're going to strip him of the belt, then we have to say, hey, this belt is officially in the belonging of the house. So the house right now owns the belt. It doesn't claim the belt, but the house is in possession of the belt. So that means now we have to figure out a new challenge, a new tournament of some sorts to decide the new champion.
Okay.
Hey, put it down. You're not the house.
We're in my house.
He's been wanting to bring that up for so long just so he can say, I have the belt. This is
That's a metaphor for a neutral claim.
This has been a ploy.
That's a neutral claim.
I am not Vince McMahoning this shit. I'm just saying.
But I still want to do my punishment. What's going on with that?
So all we have to do is find the time. That's all it is the actual
Did you
date.
find a venue?
There are two or three venues who actually do open mic nights. But every time I start to look at it, it seems like there are comics who are trying to really fine tune their 10 minutes. And I'm like, and there's signups, and I'm like, well, I don't want to impose just to be a fucking prick about it. But at the same time,
that's what it's there for.
Yeah, exactly. It's an open forum for people to walk up and do 5 minutes. And if we just have to do 5 minutes for chat, I've got the clown outfit already saved on Amazon. I just have to order it and click order
I get to see that.
using the Mooks
You
credit
could do
card.
it- You could do it right now.
I'll do it later because I don't
I get
want
to see that. Pull it up.
Yeah, and I get to see the credit card information as the finance guy.
As the finance
the-
guy,
as the
it's
finance-
all
as the
financial
finance guy.
information.
As the finance Jew,
Ugh.
We don't make enough purchases for you to start skimming. We're gonna notice. So I bought one thing in the last 3 months, and I noticed that I'm missing $1,000.
it was one $1,000 purchase.
Yeah, there was some surprise fees with that. Yeah, the
Handling
order
fees.
from Warzone.
Those are
Yeah,
handling
handling.
fees. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. Where was
I needed
that
to buy
list?
all the guns in COD.
Smoke this before you eat those cheese balls.
Okay, you're right.
Oh, I know I'm right. Cheese balls are they're up there when it comes to messy eating.
Oh, where were the lists? Was it the shopping list? Cats? Seymour? was
Seymour.
Well, Seymour. Seymour asses. What a great. I love this. Every time I hear Seymour, I immediately think of that dog. Where did I put it? I guess I didn't save it. Fuck. All right.
Well,
Yeah. I guess I didn't save it.
you're gonna fuck
Well, it's okay. You can type in clown costume right now
Exactly.
and see what happens.
Oh,
wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Ryan's in the podcast now?
Yeah, dude. He's come. He's been on a few times,
been
and
on
he's.
a few
It's been
times.
good.
It's been pretty good.
He's getting used to it.
Interesting.
He's getting used to it, and it's. He. I asked him if he wanted to come on today. He said it was last minute. He's like, okay, I might not be able to. I'm like, that's fine, no matter what. So we have to make sure, no matter what, the nose honks.
Well, we can get like a separate nose.
Well,
You can get a
exactly.
type in honkable nose now. New tab.
Well, that is a thing. So this
We
one,
might
I
have
think,
to buy that separate to make sure we get a
Yes.
quality one.
So it was either like we could get something as simple as that, or get the full onesie. Like that would be probably right to do. Like that would work
That'd be
perfectly.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't wear them. Is that a mask?
it's probably makeup that it's in like the thing. Yeah,
oh,
it's
yeah,
just
it's a
makeup.
makeup. I just couldn't tell by the back.
Yeah.
picture. I
So-
think the guy was wearing a mask.
Wow, you would look like an absolute hobo.
Well, that's what it is. Like
well,
a lot
I mean,
of
I'd
clowns
rather
started
go
off.
with the tramp look.
A lot of clowns started
that's
off as
classic.
hobos,
Oh yeah.
That's that's
and
the
you can wear it
classic.
during Pride Month and everything.
Well, you know what? Now I don't like it.
Why? You're not proud?
No.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not?
Why not?
I'm a straight cis male.
You white straight cis male.
There it is.
God, the
$7.
whole world
Look at that. $7
Just
for a
revolves
honking-
around you, doesn't it, Chad?
There you go. Look at that. It's 50% off. $6. Look at that. Honking
great.
noise. Honking nose. I already have the opening bit for Chad to do too, which is even best. It's like these guys, these guys really did the full nines. The shoes honk, the nose honks, even the cock ring honks. But they didn't give me that. I brought that one from home.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, but yeah, we'll have to figure out the new challenge, because the new challenge is it's going to be something that we can all have good input in, because I sort of proposed it and we sort of edited it over time. But I think we can all find something. JJ had a good mention for doing like a go-kart racing, like heats or
yeah.
time trials that we could do at Frankie's Fun Park, which is perfectly fine.
Everyone has to drink.
No. We're behind a motorized vehicle. We absolutely cannot. We can't do that.
Oh, I'll be
Plus,
drinking.
Plus, Chad doesn't
I mean,
drink.
you can drink if you want.
I'll be drinking and
Imagine
I'll
how
be winning.
shit-faced I would get.
I'll be drinking. I'll be winning. You'll all be
So
fucked.
Dave, this is our website.
No, this is just our Trello.
Yeah, what's a Trello?
Yeah, what the fuck's a Trello?
All Trello is just an organization kind of thing where we have it's basically a way to organize ideas and stuff. So like I've had
So this isn't like a public thing. This is like
no,
your
this is
own
private.
personal-
I've had
Yeah,
I've
okay.
invited all of you guys to be able to view
How
it
have
and
you
stuff.
invited me to view it? I don't know what Trello
This was like a
is.
year ago. I
You
sent
don't
you a
have
link.
email,
Yeah.
Chad.
I have email.
Yeah, what
So-
is it?
arep@gmail.com.
Oh my God, you told everyone now.
That's
Fine.
fine.
We'll
Drop
have
me an email. I will respond.
There you go.
I don't get enough emails.
But no, here, when I think of ideas for ideas, Evan's, these are just ideas I've thrown on the dartboard before, like Evan's late night show intro that he's kind of used to do in the early episodes. Parody song ideas. I've done Mr. Simp instead of Mr. Grinch. Call Me Joe instead of Call Me Maybe. SIMP instead of PIMP 50 Cent. That one's going to be, I think I'm going to actually make that one. It's going to be a Hootie and the Blowfish parody.
All
But it's gonna
right.
use the Post Malone Pokemon version, not the original.
Okay.
Yeah, that was such a really good cover. Like I love Post Malone's
So
covers.
hold on. So you keep that picture of Evan on this private, like,
Well, because he's
Notepad that
out of
you have?
all of his tabs, he's the only one that has a picture on it.
he's the only one that has a picture.
Why is he in there twice?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Evan.
that must be the attachment.
And
then.
Evan.
That must just be the attachment.
Yeah, it's just the attachments.
Yeah.
name.
Oh, but no, like I've had like skits of stuff like weird like skits if we were able to like act skits out guests. I've deleted a few of these. You have brought up inviting your having your gay uncle call in one time.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that's happening now.
Why? What'd you do, Chad?
He listened to the podcast. He's like,
White cis males.
No, he was probably like, who's? Oh, I
I don't know. Maybe I'll talk. I don't
Okay.
know. I'll see what can happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll have something crazy to say.
Yeah. I mean, I was excited about this episode already because normally when we have just us three, we just go huge into like nerd shit. And we have a lot of fun talking about like movies and like video games and shit.
Yeah, I
so,
do.
because now here's the cool thing is that have you seen Batman yet?
No, still not yet.
Okay.
Holy
so
Toledo,
we won't.
what is wrong
Just
with
wait.
you?
Just
All right, Robin.
Hold on.
You waiting for it to be on Netflix?
I'd watch it now if we wanted to.
It'll be out and it'll be on HBO in like a few
April
weeks.
19th.
Yeah.
So literally like 10 days.
You didn't want to see it in theater?
I did, and then I just like didn't want to commit 3 hours to go
I
into the
was
theater.
super glad I went and saw it in theaters.
I'm gonna go to my uncle's movie theater room and watch it, like
So-
in a theater, but at home.
I
mean,
mean, I don't have an uncle with a theater room.
Right.
I
So
guess.
Alright,
that's
well-
a good way to do it. Just make sure it's dark because
you.
it's a very dark
I was just
noir
gonna watch it at my
feel.
house too, you fucking prick.
No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
With the fucking
Hey, fuck you.
uncle with the movie room.
So, talking of other sick movies, I went to go see a movie this week.
What'd you say?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
So with I can't remember what's her name. She's been in film for
It
decades.
was amazing.
Super meta because it's
It
like,
was one of like the best films I've ever seen in my life.
like if Inception was done better.
Oh yeah, it was incredible.
I haven't even heard of it.
It's like the greatest idea of like a multiverse ever.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
It
Like, I've
really was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Let me see. I can't remember her name.
So they
She's
did
such a good-
multiverse
she's
right.
She's been in a ton of movies.
Yes.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And
Hard
it's
to believe.
starring Michelle Yeoh. That's what I think her name is.
Yeah,
Like, if that's
Jamie
the
Lee
way-
Curtis is in it.
Yeah.
There's so many like
So-
funny.
Is Jackie Chan? Oh
No.
no, I thought that was
JJ,
Jackie
real
Chan
That's
for a
quick.
way.
second.
Okay, so that's the guy from The Goonies.
Really?
Ooh, is it Goonies?
Is the dad?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the second guy up there.
So Michelle Yeoh has been in a ton of stuff. Like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, of course, was like one of the biggest ones she's ever done. She's been in James Bond films. Crazy Rich Asians was a really good film. I actually enjoyed. That was funny. Kung Fu Panda. She's done some voice acting. I know.
Who is she in
besides
Kung
that.
Fu Panda?
So Soothsayer. I think that's a snake. No, I don't know who the Soothsayer is. I
I
can't
don't know who
remember.
that is, but it's definitely not the snake.
I don't know.
I
didn't see
do
that
love
either.
fucking Kung Fu Panda.
Um,
It's so good.
Yep. Hey, let me get that back. If you're gonna eat.
Oh,
Cheese balls in your mouth. I'll give it back to you.
Soothsayer is the old ram-looking thing.
yeah. You just wait, dude.
Those are so good, dude. Like every time I grab that thing,
I hate those things.
I'll be like, I'll have that. That'll last me like 2 months, and then it'll last me like 10 days, and I'll inhale them.
Ugh. I didn't realize Utz made them though. I'm sure those are good.
They come out. There was a company who came out with
They're so
protein.
good, and I've been getting high all day long. So
So there's
like
a company who created a protein cheese ball where like a handful of them give you like 8 grams of protein, but they're like mad expensive. For like that was like $7. That size for the protein style was in the 20s, and I'm like,
Jeez.
I'll just get fat.
Protein cheese balls.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I've been living off of. I've been living off of like because for what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get like 0.85%, like 85% of my body weight I make up for in grams of protein. So I'm trying to eat like 160 grams of protein every other day.
Why don't
So
you just
it's-
start dirty bulking?
No, I don't
That's
eat
the
dirty
real.
bulk.
That's the real way to build muscle.
No, I just will
Bulk dirty
eat,
for me.
I'll
dirty
eat.
bulk.
I'll eat a
There's
pound of pork chops.
Do you
along with
do
sweet
the dirty
potatoes.
bulk season?
No.
So that's why you don't have gains.
I mean, you
skip the
could
dirty bulk
just
season.
be bigger, and you choose not to be.
I don't
So-
need to be bigger.
My,
I don't have to be
you're,
massive.
So you're telling me my younger brother is wrong to go through dirty bulk season?
I'm not saying he's wrong. It's just that's not the style I want to do.
The
I wouldn't
style.
call it
There's not a
good.
style. There's a science to gaining mass and muscle,
Listen,
and everything else is just dumb.
all I want to be able to do is I want to live out the true male fantasy. I want Henry Cavill to walk up to me one day and be like, "Nice."
Yeah. That would get my dick hard. for
Exactly.
sure.
It gets every man's dick hard. Exactly.
For sure. Chad, look me in the eyes and tell me it wouldn't get your dick a little hard.
Dave, between December and the end of January, you just got to eat 2 Big Macs every night.
No. Like, look at that.
Oh man.
That's just awesome. And the best part about this is that he is a huge fucking nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Like in COVID streamed building his own PC like from the ground up.
He plays
almost
D&D.
He almost missed his call to play Superman because he was doing a raid in D&D. Like he almost missed his call because he was doing a fucking WoW raid. No, he was playing a WoW raid. He was doing a WoW raid. That's what it was. He was
even better.
Yeah, he was playing he was playing WoW. And he's like, I missed the call. Like I missed the first call when they asked me for the audition because I was doing a raid in WoW. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
That's my boy.
Exactly. He is king of the nerds. That's all
I
I
did
need to see.
recently go through a DC phase
Oh,
again. So I just watched Snyder Cut again.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's
actually.
art. Yeah. Well, here's a really cool thing. I've been actually binge watching the DC animated films.
Oh, yeah?
In year of release. I actually this morning I just finished the Red Sun, where he landed where Superman would have landed in
You're
Moscow.
like almost caught up then.
So I'm in like 2019.
Yeah.
Right here 2020, and so
It's great.
Yeah. I mean,
Terrorist Batman,
yeah, absolutely. Where
So
he's like
have
just
you
blowing people
watched-
up. Absolutely.
Gods and Monsters yet?
Ooh.
Because that's fucking great.
I have to think if I've watched Gods and Monsters. Let me see here.
Just look it up.
Yeah. Okay, so this one I haven't seen yet.
2015.
So then I possibly saw it. Let's see here. And in 2015 that was the 23rd animated film.
Where's the list that you found? Or are you just doing it from
So
HBO Max?
no, there's a list that I had that was in chronological order. So it's very likely that I've actually watched this because
Batman is like a literal vampire.
Yeah. I've seen this one before. Yeah. I actually skipped it because I've seen it before. And I was just like, I don't need to see it
Okay.
again.
But
I
this
remember
one was great.
Yeah, it was good. The 2 Suicide Squad films I've seen so far were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They remade in 2018. They remade Death of Superman and then followed it up because in the early 2000s they did one with like the original animation, and then they immediately followed it up with Reign of the Supermen, which was like very coalescent to the comics, and it was so cool. Like I love seeing those DC animated films because I forgot how like I'll watch I've seen a few 1 or 2 like Marvel animated films and it's just but you still it seems very
DC
similar.
animated films crush.
Yeah, they're
The
insanely
Green
good.
Lantern ones are amazing.
Yeah, they have fucking like really good storytelling, relationship building. Then they also are violent as fuck, and also Dick Grayson gets his dick wet. Like he fucks Starfire, he fucks Harley Quinn in Batman and Harley. Like where he like
a lot of
Harley
fun.
Quinn,
I watched
Harley
that
Quinn. No. Harley Quinn like knocks him out with like mild like laughing gas, and he wakes up tied to her bed in her apartment, and she's like reformed, and she's like undressing and like changing in front of him, and like it cuts away to where like it's him, and she can like and you barely see his like waist, and she looks at him, and she's like, "Huh, so you do like girls?" And he goes, yeah, and she like climbs up on him in like her underwear and just mounts him.
Nice.
And Dick Grayson's like, screw it. And then Batman kicks the door in and they're like tickling each other with like feathers and shit. And I'm just like, that's awesome.
There is a bunch of fucking because I'm pretty sure Harley bangs Deathstroke in one of them
Yep.
too.
Deathstroke, Superman's dating Wonder Woman in the first like third of that series of
Well,
films.
because that is when they did Rebirth.
Yeah, 52, the new 52.
The new 52. Yeah, exactly. Rebirth is what happened after the new 52. And that's when they do like Justice League War, the Apocalypse one. So you probably haven't seen that one yet. Apocalypse
so not
War?
Apocalypse yet, but here's another one where there's the fact
Because
that
they do tell the story.
They do, but they also have like there's like 4 Batman films in a row where it has like the relationship with Damian Wayne, and that's a really cool relation. That's a really cool thing
Batman
to see.
Inc. They don't have Damian dying though, do they?
No. So this one's like when like
Which
there's
he
the
does
first
in the comics.
So yes, well Jason Todd also has died in the comics before, but like you have where he finds out he's got a son, where he's almost brought into the Court of Owls. Then Ra's al Ghul was working with Triton, like Raven's dad when he joins the Titans, and then there's like another one, and I'm like there's continuation to a lot of these films, which is really cool to see, especially when you watch them in chronological order. It's really weird to see that, but you've also got those weird offshoots like Red Sun, where it's just like a what if kind of scenario. And it ended really. I actually forgot what the ending of Red Sun was, and it was actually really, really good.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so I'm caught up on that. So I'll keep watching that. There's probably like another 20 to do because they crank out. Same with the Constantine one.
Well, he starts to take over the world.
He does. He gets aggressive.
And then how does it end?
So he finds out that Brainiac was really kind of like he beats Brainiac, but Brainiac kind of lets him win, and so he's taking over Russia by literally brainwashing them, not with propaganda, but with mind control.
Right.
And so he finds out, like, hey, when he goes to invade the United States, the woman who is married to Lex Luthor is actually Lois. And she, like, gives him, like, the city of Moscow, the miniaturized city of Moscow that Brainiac shrank. And she's like, no, you had the opportunity to fix them, but you just kept them bottled up. Like, you want to bottle the whole world up. And Brainiac then like reveals himself as being like not really under control. Right. They fight and he sacrifices himself to like save the world because the whole ship's gonna blow up and all the black hole batteries or whatever the fuck it is. And as Lex Luthor is like resigning from the presidency, saying, "Hey, we won. I won the Cold War." Basically, Lois Lane like looks out in the crowd and sees like this guy with like glasses and a hat on and stuff, and it's clearly him. Right. And he just like disappears. And he's just going to disappear into the nothing and let the people, like human beings, run themselves with all their flaws. And that's a really cool thing with Red Sun is that it breaks the ideas down of communism and capitalism like the East and West, not necessarily the two ideologies, but just the East and West in general, is that both sides and both people, at least the people, wanted a better society, but there are flaws in all humanity, and no totalitarian idea, whether it be fascism or communism or even sort of warped democracy or like corrupted governments, they can't fix it no matter what. There's always going to be a human element where there are going to be flaws, and the people have to understand that, hey, we have to move towards something better, and it can't be through totalitarianism.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a really cool little take, and it sort of has like a nice little. The last 20 minutes is actually really, really powerful. Because it has really good conversations. And it makes Lex the good guy, which is actually really weird because it's such an offshoot of what the normal thing is. Like he wants to be.
Well, that's why I like
worshiper.
those what if ones.
Yeah. Marvel
did you watch Ninja Batman yet?
No, that was new. I'm excited for that because the animation's cool as fuck.
There's another new Batman, like Batman Son of the Dragon, which I think is the most recent one.
Ooh. That's going to be good. But no, the DC Warner merger or Discovery, the Warner Brothers Discovery merger happened like 2 days ago.
Well, did you see with Ezra Miller, all that stuff?
He got arrested for drunken disorderly conduct or whatever.
But now WB is trying to be like, we're done with you.
Shut up. Whatever.
And now other people are saying, let's get Grant Gustin from the TV show to be the Flash, which I would love because I'm a big fan of his.
He's a good actor and he's cool. I'm excited they did a bunch of reshoots apparently for the Flash because apparently they were going to cut off a lot of things permanently in like the DC universe, but they did reshoots to say, no, these things are alive. Like apparently, like these are rumors. Ben Affleck's Batman was supposed to die in this one and completely cut that timeline off permanently. But apparently they had to do reshoots because he's alive and he's going to live.
I think I've been hearing that Robert Pattinson's Batman is like a one and done and that they're trying to get Ben Affleck back.
if they made the Batfleck movie, it would be great because everyone knows the original Batfleck screen or the original Batfleck movie plot was supposed to be him against Deathstroke with Paul Giamatti's Deathstroke,
Right.
which would be insanely cool.
Exactly.
And I mean, the combat would be insanely. It would be gritty. It would be rough. I mean, it would be really, really cool to see. And these are two big dudes.
Well, and I think like after a few years post COVID, tempers have calmed down because Cavill said he'd put on the cape again in a heartbeat.
He said it's in the closet.
Yeah.
He wants to do it, and everyone wants him to do it. And the new Superman and Lois guy, he's a good actor, but he doesn't have the bulk.
I like him, but no, he's not.
He doesn't have the bulk that Cavill has.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the look. Like this guy, the guy, I can't remember his name, but he's a good actor. I mean, he does a good job with like the farm dad who wants to be a football coach and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the merch.
Krypton? That came out on like Sci-Fi.
No, I didn't. I heard it was
pretty good.
I heard it was okay, but I'm like, there's only so much content I can absorb.
I know.
And I'm like, I can't just keep deep diving into
It
every
does seem
bit of
like
nerd
there's a lot of content here.
It is.
Yeah, but even, Chad, I think you kind of called me out on this before. I've rewatched all of Legends of Tomorrow and caught up to where it is. All of The Flash and caught up to where it is.
Okay.
Not all of the. I guess I did rewatch it a while ago, but then now I've just watched the last 2 seasons, and now I'm rewatching The Arrow again.
So I stopped
Stop
watching.
rewatching shit.
I caught up to Arrow.
Stop.
So I caught up
Watch
to
something new.
I was up to
I don't
Arrow.
want to date. I don't want to, Chad.
Like I stopped watching Arrow right after like the blonde girl almost died in like a car explosion or whatever. Felicity. Like
what I'm on right now.
Yeah.
Season 4.
Yeah, I stopped watching that. I stopped watching The Flash around midway through season 2 just because I got lost of interest. And I was like, okay, cool. But I know it's gone through it's in like season 7 right now or whatever.
Yeah,
And-
it's crap. But seasons 1 and 2 of The Flash are great.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Seasons 1 through, I would say seasons 1 through 5 of
Arrow.
The Arrow
Was
are
good.
great.
Yeah. But it gets so
Well, because 4 is so bad, that's what makes 5 so good.
You
Because
talking
he
about
also-
my man Clint?
Clint?
That's his name, Clint, right?
No. That's Hawkeye.
Oh, that's Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Who's the Arrow?
The cheap ripoff. That's
Who are you talking
Steve
about?
Amell.
Steve Amell, also known as Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. Imagine if Batman was shot bow and arrows instead. Like that's what it is. Billionaire.
Yeah,
young
no, I
guy
get it.
Who decides to fight crime with technology.
Well, have any of you guys
uses a bow
watched
and arrow.
Moon Knight yet?
I've heard it's cool.
Fuck.
I haven't gotten to see it.
awesome.
The thing is, I need to catch up on the Book of Boba Fett to get ready for Kenobi. That's all. I'm like my whole goal right now is.
The Book of Boba Fett was pretty good.
Well, if we're moving the conversation to Star Wars,
Did you watch it?
I have Lego Star Wars, and it is great.
The Skywalker saga.
It is great.
I talked to you about that yesterday. It's like
David
when are we
was
gonna play?
talking about
When
that
are we gonna
yesterday.
play
I
it?
fucked up by not bringing it because you have a Switch too. We could have plopped it on yours.
Oh yeah, we could have.
Because to me, that's like the perfect on the go game. I know it would look a little bit better on my Xbox,
Right.
but
Or PC or whatever.
I could definitely see myself playing that handheld on the go somewhere.
and it's like the best in bed game too.
Yeah, it's casual. It's
I
fun.
do want to get a Switch.
It's lighthearted. Like the Lego thing can take anything and make it lighthearted and fun.
It's just it's so funny too because they do death scenes strange. Anakin didn't when his mom is getting killed by the Tusken Raiders and he goes in
God.
and murders the village. In this, he just goes into the tent and you just hear him just
Blocks.
go.
Did you see blocks spewing out of
Exactly.
the fucking? Oh,
And then he walks out.
Are they gonna
and just
Lego?
goes,
Are they gonna Lego him killing the younglings?
I'm on episode 3 now, so I'll get back to you.
Oh, I love that. I love the fact that there's so much good Star Wars comedy. Where I love one of my favorite clips is it's a little meme where they're on Endor, the stormtroopers are on Endor trying to take all the little Ewoks, and all the special forces troopers come down, And the stormtrooper like, we weren't expecting special forces. And the special troops or the special forces troopers like, yeah, well, if you guys had any issues killing fucking teddy bears with sticks, this wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Ewoks are no joke.
Yeah, but no, did you see Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced along with like some other offshoot game? Man, that's what I was like. I saw that yesterday. I'm like, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game before, but Kingdom Hearts fans are fucking psychotic.
They do
I'm
seem like they're psychotic.
I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yeah, they're psychotic. They're like super crazy about like the
Because this guy Nomura is like, he's like
Who
the
is Nomura?
epitome of a cock tease. He's the guy, he's the director.
Oh, okay.
He's like a cock tease because he makes a great game and then leaves like this fucking cliffhanger and that you have to wait like 10 years to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
But it'll make 3 games in between them
That are
that
not,
like kind of have some tiny detail.
right.
He's just a real piece of shit, but his games are great.
Okay.
But everything is like in your heart, you must find your soul and the feelings. But the opposite of that is the enemy that lies within your heart. Dive into your memories to decode
Right.
your masterness, to unlock the true memories.
I tried playing a Kingdom's Heart game one time.
So Kingdom
because
Hearts,
I had it for some
There's-
reason.
there's-
I just
and
couldn't
then-
get into it.
so 3 only came out 3 years ago.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, I heard Kingdom Hearts 3 was really good, but Kingdom Hearts 2 came out like 20 years ago?
It was like 12 years in between the games.
Yeah.
It was unfucking real.
2005. So, yeah, it was 13 years.
Yeah, no, it was such bullshit fucking waiting.
That is quite a long time between games.
Yeah. So, I know you've asked me this before. Have you beaten Elden Ring yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You beat it?
What level did you end it on? Like, what level was your character when you ended it?
150 something.
Okay. So,
But we beat every single boss.
Right, that's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm taking my time. I'm going for a platinum run. So on PC it really doesn't mean that, but I'm basically trying to beat every boss, get every epic weapon, every epic spell, epic talisman. So I'm 100%ing the game the first run through. And I'm doing a quality build. So I'm basically Bloodhound Fang with like high strength and dex and then just, getting whatever decked out armor I can get. But at this point I'm so powerful right now. I'm like only level 114. I'm in like Volcano Manor.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
you're
I'm
probably running through
slaughtering
shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not even equipping a shield half the time.
Dude,
And just,
get rid of your shield and start dual wielding. Not dual wielding, double handing.
Yeah, two-handed gets 150% damage.
Exactly.
So like right now, like the only things that
Because I was running with the shield the entire time, and then I finally got rid of it.
Yeah.
What's your like spell build?
My spell build.
Like, do you have anything in
What's your spell
intellect,
No.
arcane, or faith?
No, I'm going quality. So I went
Okay.
a quality build is basically where you main heavy into strength and dexterity. So you don't really do spells, you don't do stuff, but because Bloodhound Fang scales insanely well, like
You
I was
can
able
beat
to
the
get
game with that. I told you can beat
Yeah.
the game with that weapon.
right. I got it to plus 10 before I even got through.
Did you get
Rodan.
Mimic yet?
Yeah.
So did you
it's like
plus
game
that
over.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's game over, basically. And so I stacked the bleed effect so fucking fast. It's just like, it's the only things that like are irritating are the fucking,
Well, my other favorite
those
weapon
fucking clap
is
machines that fucking roll up with the spinning saw blades and try to grab you. That's the only thing that is the irritating thing. And then magma worms because they just have lava.
Magma worms.
yeah.
Yeah. That's about it. But everything else
River
I'm
of
crushing.
Blood is my favorite weapon. The katana.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a heavy dex build probably next one and just go for katanas. There's also a dagger you can get that you can have in the offhand of your katana that doubles shit up and is such an amazing, like there's so many cool combos you can do with it. So I'm probably gonna go with that.
I just looked up. It's called this vampire build. It's like you're just doing blood loss damage plus
Okay.
plus gaining damage for the kills and hits. I
I've,
mean, gaining health.
I've done a tiny bit of PvP. Blood loss needs to get nerfed.
Yeah, well,
And-
you can fuck everything up. Like,
Yeah. Scarlet Rot is pretty cool, but it's a lot of like mostly stuff in like PvE that really fucks you up in Scarlet Rot. I wish Sleep is fucking
like, have
people
you
are
been to all
sleeping
the
on Sleep.
underground areas?
Yeah, I've pretty much cleared the underground.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that was a bitch was the fucking Scarlet Rot Lake. So all I did was I put on the mushroom. I found the mushroom armor, which like prevents you from getting Scarlet Rot. I have a spell that like requires like almost no faith or no int to like just clear you of Scarlet Rot or poison buildup.
What the fuck? I mean, it wasn't that hard. I just kept waiting. It took me like 20 minutes though.
It's waiting to do what?
Waiting for my Scarlet Rot to build.
Oh no! I just put on Mushroom Armor and sprint through it, and while I'm like halfway through, I just clean myself and just keep running through it.
Oh,
and
you didn't put on your Mushroom Armor?
No, I don't think I have Mushroom Armor.
It's so you find it near Volcano Manor actually. So if you go into like this cave in near the Volcano Manor, you get the Mushroom Armor set, and it's really high resistance.
So new tab, please. IGN, Elden Ring, Lands Between.
This is some deep shit right now, isn't it?
Click on that. Yep.
Oh boy, here we go.
Deep
What?
shit.
So I use the wiki, which has this exact same thing.
Okay, but pretty much I would just use that
Jesus.
to like I mostly use this to make sure I did every dungeon.
Yeah, that's what I use it for. Yeah. So I'm
because it's like missing a little things, but it has every dungeon.
Yeah. So I've cleared all this. I've cleared all of Mount Gilnir off. I've done a good bit of this shit, but I'm not going to the capital yet. I'm doing Volcano Manor proper and a dungeon right there. And then before finishing Volcano Manor, before finishing the quest lines, I'm going to go into this capital area because there's two mini quests here and up here to do. And then once I do those, I'll go back, finish Volcano Manor, and then finish this area up. So
Bing, bang, boom.
that's what I'm going through right now. By the way, if anyone is doing any Souls run-throughs, any Souls gameplay, or any Elden Ring walkthroughs, if you ever want to play it and you want like really good info, really good walkthroughs, there's this guy named Fightin' Cowboy who has been doing Souls and Bloodborne playthroughs for years. And he just hit... I think he just hit 1 million subscribers finally. But this good dude does like the best walkthroughs of any Souls game ever. Like he has insanely good insight of it. He has really good streams that he does of it, and just he does Let's Plays and then he does walkthroughs, which give you like really good detailed ideas of like how to prioritize this. And I've been following his platinum walkthrough right now. So he does an insanely good job, and he also has builds for if you like want to try really cool fun builds with int, if you want to try cool fun builds with dex or strength. So there's a little bit of something for everyone there.
Look how messy you are.
Cheesy fingers. Just
Look at you, cheesy fingers.
whatever you do, just
That's what I mean. It's the
don't-
dirtiest snack.
Just don't get it on
Oh
the mic.
man,
That's all
look
I
at him
ask.
going at it. Oh. Look at him. Look at him going right at it.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like an animal's eating next to me.
Charlotte's a lucky woman.
Yeah, baby.
Oh God. So Chad, I thought you might like this story.
I love the story.
So this guy got hacked by like North Korea, like North Korean tech people.
This guy.
Years ago. Oh
I'm
my
Natasha
God.
Cunningham.
Shut
The great thing about
up!
Photoshop is
There we go.
Oh.
North Korea, like when you ever see like the lights over like satellite images of like, civilized countries, and then you see like a dark spot, it's usually North Korea. Mm-hmm. Well, a few months ago, that was the same thing for internet connectivity. So North Korea does have internet, but it's of course used for like the elites and for the government and stuff. You can't run a fucking Ethernet port to a dirt hut. It's not really going to be for the common people of North Korea.
Right.
But there was this guy he was in the United States, I think, actually. So he was actually hacked by North Korean spies. So he decided that he was just going to chill out in his home and just hack the shit out of North Korea's internet and take North Korea's internet down for like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So there's an independent hacker. He goes by the name, he has a handle of P4X. He was hacked by North Korean spies, and it wasn't just him. He was like, there was like a lot of people who got hacked by North Korean spies. So he's just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to take your entire internet down. So he just decided to, as the article states, take matters into his own hands. And so he spoke to wired and shared screen recordings to verify his responsibility for the attacks, but declined to use his real name, of course. And so he basically just went through and found vulnerabilities in North Korea's systems.
He found numerous known but unpatched vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
Of course.
And allowed him to single-handedly launch denial of service attacks, so DOS attacks, DOS attacks, I guess, on the servers and routers to the country's few internet-connected networks depend on.
He DOSed him?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's hysterical.
See, he took
They
down...
got some weak-ass servers.
Right, so he
Weak-ass
started to examine
servers.
North Korea's own national homebrew operating system known as Red Star OS, which he described as an old and likely vulnerable version of Linux. What? Oh my God. That is insane. And I talk shit about PlayStation having a ripped off, like their operating system being a ripped off version of Linux, but my God. That's hilarious. So I always thought that was great. Like we had talked of like
The U.S. government is probably pissed because they're probably like, yeah, we've known about that for years, dude. We can take them offline at any time.
Right.
All right, get this. So you're making fun of how old their software is.
Yes.
The United States IRS still uses to this day computer mainframes and software that's 60 years old.
Wait, what?
The main mainframe of the IRS uses computers and software that's 60 years old.
Why?
I mean, I don't know.
IRS
Probably because
software,
it works.
60 years.
So apparently it's working to replace its ancient computer code.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's see. The IRS still operates mainframe computers running 60-year-old code. Well, UK apparently has the same thing from their stuff. They have run stuff since the 1970s.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No wonder everyone.
That's
no wonder.
crazy.
I'm sure there's a lot of people still. I mean, I used to live in an apartment that still had appliances from the 60s.
That's crazy.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, exactly. That's the thing is that like if there's not, well, especially with government, if there's not like a need to if it's not completely disheveled, don't touch it because that's going to
unless
cost
it's
money.
not broken.
Listen, that money could go to a politician's bank account.
Exactly. Or bureaucrats or lobbyists
Don't forget about bankers.
or Joe Biden's sons.
Can't forget about Hunter.
Yeah, can't forget about Hunter.
He needs his cut.
Yeah. Dude, the fact that actually came out like a week ago that laptop story is 100% real
we don't need to get
is
political.
insane. Now, I don't want to get political. It's just the fact that like
Well, how come you don't want to get political?
So-
You
Trumper?
want to talk about Hunter's laptop?
No, just for a sec. The fact that like
No.
3 weeks
Not
before,
even.
3 weeks before the election,
That's why.
everyone say all the mainstream media is like, this is fake. This is
Of course they're gonna say it's fake.
2 weeks ago, it's like, oh yeah, it's completely real. I'm
Hold
like,
on, you're
fuck
telling
off.
me the mainstream liberal media lied.
I'm just gonna say the mainstream media in general.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Oh. So hold on a second here. So Chad, do you drink coffee at all?
Absolutely not. It's disgusting.
You don't drink coffee at all?
What is wrong with you?
I don't drink coffee.
I love
gross.
coffee.
Okay.
Disgusting.
So
Jesus.
I saw this and I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, how can you even
What was he
create
taking?
that kind of cocktail? Like, so
Was he taking pills?
no, it has to be like an espresso kind of thing or
I
something.
figured caffeine
No, you
pills.
So-
can see cake. Yeah.
So a 29-year-old personal trainer died from caffeine overdose recently last year. He got
powder.
he got the math wrong. So he did. Oh, it was caffeine powder. Jesus. So he ingested 5. So he ingested 5 grams of this stuff, which isn't that much, like in terms of physical mass. But apparently, 5 grams of this powder is equivalent to 200 cups of coffee.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Like,
well, the
how
shit-
is that
shouldn't
legal?
Be, yeah, that
Yeah,
shouldn't
well, the
exist.
shit-
Like those yellow jacket pills that you see in truck stops and shit,
Right.
are insanely powerful, but they're nowhere near that fucking
Okay,
thing.
but that still means if 5 grams was 200 cups, 1 gram would be 40 cups, which
Yeah.
is still fucking absurd.
Absurd.
Right.
I drink 1, maybe 2 cups of coffee. a
That's
day.
way too many. It's way too much.
I've
1
never.
to 2?
No, I'm saying, like that powder. That powder is
Oh,
way
yeah.
too crazy.
Yeah,
It
I
shouldn't
want to
exist.
find what the name of it is. Like,
I'm sure they're not advertising it.
well, the caffeine from Blackburn Distributions.
British sports supplements, all right.
Okay.
A British sports supplement.
Sports supplements. So this is okay. So these are actually like.
I'm doing some online investigation here now.
I know, right?
Dave wants to buy this.
They do. No,
He's like, I
don't
could
want
eat
that.
5 grams of this and live.
So here it is. Here's the caffeine powder they've got.
Tougher than this guy.
So here's the caffeine powder that they sell right here. It's $75. Jesus Christ, it's fucking overpriced. Caffeine powder. Pre-workout is like all you need, dude.
Well, I think this is something different.
Oh, look, what great nutritional info. Jesus Christ. Fucking, oh my God. Reviews. This killed my son.
What did that, the only thing that the nutrition informational gave you was if it was good for vegetarians?
Yes.
Insane.
Oh my God.
It's the only thing you know about nutrition.
Hold up. Our pharmaceutical grade caffeine and Fidget's powder is 100% pure white powder. Oh, that explains it. That
It's
explains
pure
it.
white powder?
That explains
It's
it.
Coke.
Sourced from our Colombian friends.
What is the fuck is going on?
Oh my God, that makes total sense now.
Doses should not be taken.
Bitter in
more than-
taste and meets the most recent pharmacopoeia stand. Yeah, shut up. Whatever the fuck that is. You guys are probably the ones who let Jimmy Savile fucking run around rampant for 40 years.
Sure.
Doses should not be taken more than 200 milligrams. And serving no more than 400. So this was supposed to be milligrams, and he probably did it in grams instead of milligrams, which was insane. Oh my God. And so what? Hold up. We do not provide scoops for measuring this product as they do not provide consistent dosing. Okay, that sounds exactly like how he died. They don't even provide scoops for you.
They want you to get a scale.
Do not under any circumstances use teaspoon or other volume-based measurements to dose this product. A single teaspoon of pure powdered caffeine is roughly equivalent to 28 cups of coffee. Jesus Christ, this thing is way too powerful for you.
Yeah, like,
so
what
at that
is
point,
this?
$75 actually does sound like an actually really good deal because you could fucking live off of that fucking thing for like months. But that's insane, dude. All this is pure caffeine.
Could you imagine? So you could buy that? Holy shit! Wait, I can't say this.
Hold on, no.
You can't say this on the internet.
Of course you can.
Yeah,
of course
Dude, you could kill somebody with that.
Yes, you can.
Dude, you could just put a scoop in somebody's drink and they'll drink the whole thing and die.
Yeah.
Jesus, Chad.
That's his first.
And then his
not in the-
autopsy's
Chad's
gonna be
not
like,
in the
yeah,
new-
200 cups of coffee.
Chad's not in the new challenge.
So
JJ's gonna be sitting there like,
I'm not
hey,
fuck-
have this. JJ's. My heart's going really fast for some reason, guys.
He's like, yeah, this is going really good right now.
What's in this water you gave me? 200 cups of coffee? What?
So if it's that potent, why would they not put a fucking serving spoon in there? They're like,
Because they said it's inconsistent if you weigh it by volume. You have to weigh it by weight.
by weight. Oh my God.
It's saying because volume measurement is inconsistent
So
and dangerous.
they're requiring you to have scales.
Yeah, they're saying
and-
you have to use a scale
and
to
cut.
use this.
So you're gonna have some personal trainer have a little scale right there, cutting up little bits of little
Fucking literally
increments.
milligrams
Yeah,
of this
little
shit.
milligrams of caffeine. By the way, this is just caffeine. There's no fucking glutathione in there. There's no thoraxine. There's no like other ingredients that are normally in a pre-workout.
That's why you have to cut it up so small and use a
That's
scale.
insane. Let me see what the ingredients are in my pre-workout because I want to see what's.
Well, this isn't pre-workout.
Well, this is for performance people. This is for like performance. Like so they have like nootropics and they've got vitamins and stuff. This is for supplements for like fitness and stuff. So let me see this real quick.
I'm going to kill Chad.
So
No, I'm gonna kill
before I
JJ.
before I say anything, shout out to Keno Octane for being by far the best pre-workout I've ever had in my entire life. So anything, if you are trying to work out or just go to the gym or have any sort of decent pre-workout material, this is the best shit by far. Like,
why?
It's because it's 100% natural, and a lot of pre-workouts just cram a bunch of caffeine in there, and you hit these huge spikes and these huge crashes, and you get jittery and you get itchy and shit when you take a lot of pre-workouts because of the caffeine and the shit that's in there. But this stuff, it's 100% organic, it's 100% natural, and it's insane. It's like I've never had a bad crash from this pre-workout, and I feel like consistent, steady energy throughout my entire workout without having to feel jittery or itchy. And itchy when you're trying to fucking do like lifts and stuff is the worst. So
there's a lot of caffeine in there. I take it.
it's a decent amount, but it's not like a ton. It's just so So there's thiamine, B7, sodium, L-citrulline, which is a natural thing that is usually in roots.
Let me see this.
Caffeine, 150 milligrams of caffeine. So 150 milligrams of caffeine is just about a cup of coffee.
How many servings is in that?
21.
There's 21 servings in that?
Yeah, and it has a scooper.
Okay.
Yeah, just like every other
So
thing.
that's pretty diluted. That's
Yeah,
not super concentrated.
No, it's not.
You could probably. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
assuming
mean that's said to you do max 200 milligrams. So like,
Yeah, like I can double scoop this.
Yeah, I was gonna
on a
say,
really
like, you're
big
not gonna
day, but not
accidentally
me.
overdose on that.
No, not at all. Like this is something you just take a scoop of, put in your drink along with any sort of creatine or aminos that you've got. By the way, shout out to Kino Octane and Kino Aminos and Kino Gains for their creatine. It's also really good shit. But it's stuff like this is absolutely like this is pharmaceutical grade insanity. So this is the shit that killed people. This shit kills people right here.
Order one right now.
yeah,
We're all gonna do a dose.
yeah. Put it on the card.
They don't have a smaller bag? You would think you'd be able to buy a smaller bag.
I don't
of
think
it.
you can order it. I thought it
Oh,
was
here we
from-
go. Oh my God, you could buy warehouse
I
material.
want to see that. I want to see what it looks like. Click on it. Oh, it just looks the same. It doesn't
Yeah.
give you a different picture.
So how much is fucking 20 kilograms? 44 pounds?
44 pounds.
You could buy 40.
Holy
Dude,
shit!
you could commit genocide with this.
I can only imagine how much the shipping and handling would be on that.
Well, it's 1,000.
44 pounds.
It's $1,000, and this is coming
It's
out of the UK.
$1,000.
Yeah. Talk about a cheap dirty
What's
bomb.
$1,000?
For 44 pounds of the stuff.
Oh my god!
You can buy it in that increment. 44
man.
pounds.
So
You
that's
could
like
kill so many people with this powder.
that's what I'm saying. That's like the cheapest dirty bomb you could even come up with. Fuck uranium. We're
God,
using caffeine.
I need more Cheetos.
Start dropping people's drinks.
Oh my God, that's psychopathic. My shoulders
Crazy.
feeling. My shoulders start.
Well, what's the smallest quantity you can get it in?
So the smallest was the 1 kilogram.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Ridiculous.
So 1 kilogram is just. Oh, that's 10. Thanks. 2 pounds. So 2.2 pounds. So that plus.
That is still a lot, though.
Yeah, but like that's probably for somebody who uses,
Yeah,
on
obviously.
a
it's
consistent
people who use it
basis.
consistently, not just, murdering people.
Exactly. We're going to the extremes, of course. We're taking this to war.
So if you started murdering people by caffeine overdose,
Okay.
what would be the serial killer name they give you in the paper?
Ooh.
The caffeine killer?
No, it has to be sexier than that.
It's gotta be sexier.
Yeah.
How is it? I love how it's a sexy crime in your head.
Yeah. No, as for like no,
What?
no,
Murdering
No, no,
people
no.
is a sexy crime
no,
in
no, no,
Dave's
no,
head.
no, 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 no. If you're trying to sell newspapers, you have to put some pizzazz to it.
No one's selling newspapers. So
The buzz killer. I don't know, something like that, or
The buzz killer, they're gonna think you're using a saw.
or like I don't know.
caffeine scooper.
I don't know. The Pep Step Massacre. I don't know. I don't know what would it be. I can't think of anything at the time.
I don't know. There wasn't like an answer. If
The
that's what you're
caffeine
looking
killer.
for.
The caffeine killer would be pretty much the most
Yeah.
accurate one, but
Probably
I
the
do like the
caffeine
caffeine
killer.
killer.
I thought of that after I even asked the question.
yeah. Oh my God. All right. Well, let's bookmark this. We'll bookmark that for later.
Yeah. I mean, well, now we can't do it because we recorded ourselves talking about
It's
it.
gonna be it's gonna be a 10-minute beep, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, we're just gonna kill AJ with it, so it's totally fine.
No, AJ will fucking take it like handfuls of and be like, I feel great.
Yeah, no, really, we wouldn't even have to. We could just buy it and just give him the bag, sealed, and just give it to him as a gift.
It's white powder. He's gonna take it as a thing of white
He's
powder.
gonna be dead in a week if we give it to him.
They have
What
a
is
lot-
this? It's just 100% pure caffeine.
White powder.
It's yours.
powder.
You can have it.
Do with it as you wish.
Give him a scoop with it. That's way too big. Oh, that's fucked up. That's the trick right there. To give him a scoop that's way too big.
Yeah, like this. Give him this.
That
No,
would
no,
kill him.
give him one of those ones that's like one of those deep ones.
Oh, like a protein powder.
Yeah, like a protein powder one. That's way too big.
Give her the thing that would go in that bulk, and that the one that is in that bulk.
Yeah,
it's
like something like
it's like a fuck. That thing in that bulk thing is like a measuring cup. It's insane.
Like a cat litter scooper.
Exactly. That's what it's the size of it is.
That would be crazy. Dude, someone would die if you did that.
Of course they would.
Give 'em a
Everyone
scoop
would die.
with it.
Yeah, anyone would die. You could take out a fucking army with that thing. Just this cup of that. I can't believe that they fucking make this thing. But they offer a ton of stuff here. Like,
I know, really. What other products can we kill people with?
vitamins. You can overdose on vitamin C.
Yeah, I love a
Do they
nice
have
vitamin
potassium?
C.
Do they have potassium?
Where's iron? So much iron in your blood that it just can't pump anymore. It's too thick.
It's like gelatin.
Gelatin. It's just so thick.
Oh, they don't offer potassium.
Fuck
So
'em.
JJ, there's a certain amount of potassium
Potassium's
that's
illegal
radioactive.
in the UK.
Yeah, well, there's a certain amount of potassium that's actually
just made that up.
radioactive.
Stop
And
making up fake news.
If you were to eat 40,
This is real news.
if you were to eat 40,
Real fake news.
yeah, if you were to eat 43,000 bananas in 10 minutes, you would die of
I'm
radiation
sure you
poisoning.
would. Well, let's powder it.
And I know what you're thinking. Right, it's the radiation that would kill you.
yeah.
Why don't you just get 300 smoke detectors if you're trying to kill yourself with radiation?
I've heard about that. I don't know how much of that is real.
Oh,
With
100%
They're
it's real.
old. They have to be old smoke detectors because the new smoke detectors don't use that.
Yeah, they
same-
do.
Really?
That's how they detect the smoke.
With radiation?
Yeah, with radioactive material.
Oh,
That's how they work.
No, That's
Okay.
not true.
Okay.
Okay, hold up a second.
It's not, I mean, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. It is true.
Hey, hold up.
Do smoke detectors have radioactive material?
Smoke detector kills a man.
Look at it, even came up.
Oh god. Smoke detectors are common household items that keep you and your family safe by alerting you to smoke in your home. Ionization smoke detectors have a small amount of radioactive material. Americum 240. Americum. What a great name for a radioactive material.
So,
Americum 241.
small amount
Yeah.
times that by 300 becomes a large amount.
Why would that ever? Okay.
Can you just fucking I hate when they just refuse to.
But that's actually it would be a felony to have that many smoke detectors. And there'd
Yeah.
actually be so much that like they could actively track like
Track
you
you on a
down.
Geiger
They
counter.
could
Yeah.
actively track you down. It will show up.
So the
Like, hey, there's a radioactive spike in your fucking shutout bag.
What are you doing, man?
That actually happened to somebody.
yeah, he was collecting that and old alarm clocks that had glow in the dark.
He was just fascinated with collecting
stuff.
radioactive material stuff.
Yeah. There was a story about like the
Supposedly.
there was a story called back in the day called Radioactive Boy
I
Scout.
mean, you get enough,
and that
you
was
can build
like
a bomb,
what's
No,
that?
well, it's a dirty bomb.
right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't explode. That just gives you cancer.
Yeah. He was a lot of cancer. But I remember when I was leaving one of my jobs, and Chad was like, "So Dave, when are we planting the dirty bomb before you leave?" I'm like, "What are we talking about? We can't discuss that." He's like, "I'm just asking." It's like, "We're not asking.
Just
We're
asking.
not having this
FBI.
conversation."
I'm at the hardware store. Like, you guys don't have 300 smoke detectors on your shelf. You got any more in the back?
Do you have any old alarm clocks that have that glow in the dark shit? Oh my! And then I thought this was just a funny one. For some reason, I thought this was funny. So like,
Okay,
When-
well then, how do they order them in bulk and then install them and construct like in buildings?
because they have contracts and
All
All
licensing.
right. Well, obviously,
and
if
stuff.
you're licensed,
Yeah, and they keep that shit on tabs. Like if massive quantities just get disappear or if they just get used up quickly, they have to look into it probably. Yeah. So I always thought when I look at this picture, I think it's fucking weird and funny at the same time because it's basically when the Taliban, when they first took over Afghanistan, they're like they have run of everything, and that includes amusement parks. And apparently they set up a rule saying you can't bring your heavy assault weapons to the fun fair. You can't go to Disney World with an M16. You can't go to your local carnival with an AK-47. You're not allowed. It's not allowed. And apparently people were upset by this. Apparently some guys who, wanted the assault rifles, look at that.
So are they protesting with their guns?
Yeah. Look
Oh,
at that.
yeah, I
Look,
saw this.
is like the Taliban
Yeah.
members in bumper cars. Like,
Everybody wants to have fun.
I understand that, but their version of fun is like putting
they
gay people in a cage and beheading them.
They can still think this is fun.
That is true. Just imagine like a therapist. She's like,
I see nobody got on the swings.
That wouldn't be allowed.
yeah.
Not too much fun.
They're going. They're going down the slide.
You must have silent fun.
Are they? Yeah, I'm sure they're allowed to like be giddy and happy. Look at how it's just a weird, strange thing. It's like point. Sir, this is not a real shooting range. You have to use an air gun. I was like,
Oh no, they're telling him to put down his fucking gun.
Oh my god! Like they're on the train, just going around. Oh. So when's
Spoils of war.
Yeah. So when's Disney going to start filming a live action movie there?
The Taliban princess.
No, they're gonna film Aladdin there. they're gonna film the next live action Aladdin's gonna be filmed there.
I'd rather watch the Taliban princess.
Ooh, yes, I like that
Yeah,
one.
no, the Taliban princess is what's good. They need a new story because it needs to be more inclusive.
Right.
It's not inclusive enough. Aladdin.
Right.
Get out of here.
How are they gonna film the scene when she gets acid while thrown on her face?
Oh no, they'll film it.
That's why it's going to be a claymation.
It's gonna be a claymation. It's gonna be like a robot chicken film. All right, boys, that was a good one. I like that. We got to nerd out for a little bit. That was fun.
It's always fun to nerd out with the boys.
Absolutely. Oh, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week of the Mooks Podcast. If you guys have any ideas for the challenge, please post it up on our Discord or post it
I
up
hit a
on
good
our.
amount.
You did. You put a good dent into it. Nice. Guys, check out the YouTube,
wash your
Facebook, all that stuff. If you want to watch the video version of it, you can see all the cool stuff that we're looking at. If you want to learn how to make a tactical caffeine overdose weapon, you can go and check out the video version of the podcast. And then, of course, if you want to check out any of our cool merch, you can always go to the website, which has a direct link to the merch. Dude, there was a guy who asked about, when we posted our episode about people stealing the Russian yachts. He was like, someone commented, it's not stealing Russian yachts. We're reclaiming objects from the tyrannical overlords. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's still stealing, bitch.
Still stealing.
You don't get to rewrite history saying we were on the good side of history. It's like
Somebody does.
right. It's like, no, we didn't kill the Nazis. We liberated France. Yes, by killing the Nazis.